Well, that was clearly one of the stranger games that you're going to see in the NFL when you can have four interceptions, not have but one explosive play, and still win the game. You're doing something special in some part of the game. And clearly on the defensive side, and we've got to go to Patrick Queen. It seems like every week we keep seeing him emerge more and more. You're going to look at some play here. This first one, now this has got to be a little bit of Wink Martindale. This is a run blitz. Obviously, they recognize the situation, but I want you to watch the speed, the velocity, how quickly Patrick Queen pulls the trigger to absolutely just blow up this. Obviously, the formation, the motion, told them what it was. You got to give credit to the rest of the defense as well, because they're doing their job to allow Queen to kind of, I'm not going to say freelance because it's by design, but does an unbelievable job of blowing this play up by being at the right place with anticipation and the speed with which he does it. Now, this next one is the same type of thing. You're going to see they're pulling a guard. I want you to watch how quickly Patrick Queen recognized the pulling guard. So it's going to be a power play. He comes screaming up into it, and watch the way he dips his shoulder to take on the guard. Now, this is a big man. This is a 300-pound plus guard. He absolutely stones the guard, launches himself into it. The back now has got no place to go whatsoever. The backside has done their job. They've jammed it up as well. But I can't tell you where I've seen a linebacker come up and take on a pulling guard the way Queen did on this play and absolutely blow the play up. Now, this next one is just a great job and adjustment. They motion to the strong side. He's on the strong side. Now they motion over, and it changes assignment. Now he has to go back to the weak side. He sees what's going on. He actually flows. He's starting to see this little bit of counter action. He's going to flow to it, almost overflows, but he sees the tight end pulling on the backside. He immediately comes out of it and recognizes, okay, this is a waggle play. There's going to be a deep, an intermediate. He's responsible for the flat. Again, look how quickly, look how he closes on this. This is recognition, knowing what the play that's coming, and then how quickly he closes on it. Just form tackle and turns it into no gain whatsoever. Unbelievable plays by Patrick Queen. Now, we've got to address the interceptions a little bit. Sometimes you got to give the other guys credit too. They made some great plays. But let's look at the one where, okay, this was just not recognizing coverage. Looked like a too deep. Lamar clearly wants to go to the bunch side at the bottom, but he doesn't see the rotation of the free safety. So he's looking strong, doesn't like it. He's going to come back to the backside, but he didn't see the rotation, caught him off guard, and led to the interception. This obviously will get cleaned up. He had his focus on one side. He's got to recognize the rotation and see the interception. Now, these last two plays, we've got to look at these two plays because this is unbelievable in terms of what he's able to do, both Lamar and Andrews, in just playing football. The first play is what they're going to do is they're going vertical out of the strong side. Lamar gets flushed to the right side. Now, the thing to see here is the way they break the routes off. Once he gets flushed to the right, now the deepest guy has to go deep. He's pointing for Andrews to go deep. You got an intermediate guy. This is just playing ball. Now, you do practice this on a broken route. So Andrews goes deep. Now, Lamar, obviously, DeJavion Clowney does a great job of getting his face. But Andrews, he's going deep. They're going to have a big play, but obviously the ball doesn't sail far enough. He reacts, comes back underneath. It's going to get pass interference either way. One of the most unbelievable catches that you're ever going to see. And then this last one is just pure Lamar. This is it, down the red zone, deep crossing routes, typical down in here. You're just waiting for someone to come open in a seam. I want you to watch what happens here with Lamar. He ends up with pressure, not scrambling outside to left or right. They're not going to let him go there. He backs up 20 yards and then hits what amounts to a fall-away jumper off his back foot, 35 yards down the field for the touchdown to Andrews. This isn't scheme. This isn't design. This is just two good football players and Lamar Jackson doing what Lamar does. Again, I don't know that there are many quarterbacks in the league that can pull this off. Now, coming in December, that means a couple things. It's the dash for the cash. It also means Pro Bowl voting. You got to get in line. You got to vote. Patrick Queen, certainly deserving the way he's playing. We talked about Calais Campbell, Mark Andrews, so many Ravens that are deserving of being in the Pro Bowl. You got to get online and cast your vote. And then now in December, like I said, it's the dash for the cash. And the Ravens are going to be 3 out of the 4 in the month of December. At Pittsburgh, at Cleveland. They come home against a very good, maybe the best team in the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. And then they're on the road to Cincinnati. Again, a team that's as good as anybody and has played as well as anybody down the stretch here in the AFC. So this is going to be a tough month for the Ravens.